Come on, Sissy.
Hello and welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Brogan and I am with Mike.
Good morning. It is Saturday the 26th or 27th. It's 11 a.m. I am with, of course, the Oracle, the one and only Brogan is with me today. We're in the studio. We have a lot to cover. We, of course, going to have a quick look at the markets. We're going to have a look at the X-Files. We're going to have a look at TA in a different way today. Brogan's going to have his own segment. I think we're looking at Bitcoin, Solana, and Maneki, if
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. Perfect. Then we've got the usual roundup of news, views, and opinions, and everything you could possibly want on a Saturday morning. Where else would you rather be? And we have some snazzy, what do you call them, interstitials?
Oh, I absolutely cooked last night, if you will. Should we preview one?
No. No,
Please.
no.
Okay, no, we'll do it in a minute because we're X-Files as well.
Exactly. We'll get to that
You're
in a
not
minute.
ready. We're
Not
so
ready.
professional.
So professional.
Can't
But thought for the day, because normally I have a thought for the day, which goes at the bottom of the screen. The thought for the day is, if governments in America don't consider crypto to be money, so it's not currency, they don't consider it to be like the dollar bill, how come they're arresting people for money laundering? Have a think about that one. Now, we're going to head over to Brogan, who hopefully is going to take us through the markets and explain to us why we didn't go to 70,000 like he said we were going to do last week.
I did not say that. I definitely did not say that. And hopefully no one was gullible enough to believe this schmuck over here about the things I said. All right. Okay, so, oops, I just changed the sidebar. I forgot to add markets on the sidebar. Oh well. CoinMarketCap, as I said last stream, and as we all know now, hopefully, or if we don't know, it's fine. It makes everyone lag. The biggest dog in crypto, apart from us, obviously we're like the biggest. We're not even dogs, right? We are like land mass, crazy, huge, brilliant people. Obviously the ones tear down other dogs. And they even said themselves on their beefy computers in their, super $1,000 studios, it was making their computer lag. So some programmers thought it'd be a funny joke to make everything lag on CoinMarketCap. So if you see our stream lagging, if you see our cameras lagging, it is going to be over soon, don't worry.
It's a CoinMarketCap update.
Exactly.
That seems to have broken CoinMarketCap.
Amateurs.
So how are the markets looking? Are we holding 63,000?
Well, we're dancing in between. We're doing the salsa between 62,999 and 63. We will get onto that soon. I'll have a little look at that. But I didn't actually say 70,000 when I streamed my Simple Signals. I know I did say he was joking. I did say at the time, it depended on if we moved down or up. Obviously, we did come quite far down, and we have a look at that in retrospect in a minute. But yes, we are at about 63,000, pretty much down over the course of every single time frame on Bitcoin, and subsequently everything else is also pretty down. When we go through it, Solana $136. I think it was like 140 something last stream.
145, I think we were near.
Yeah, I think it was 140, like towards basically 140 when I was streaming. But for all this, has anybody gone up on the 24 hour? Well, Tron is up on 24 hour. Beautiful X.
What's IMX? $2.10.
$2.08.
That's a good price for IMX.
$2.08.
Before I forget, I was telling you off stream. I was telling people on stream on Thursday that I was going to buy Near Protocol. Now, you can blame the crash on me because I bought $300 worth of Near last night at about 11 o'clock, just before the markets crashed. But I did sell out of some Algorand and I bought into Near. So I was going to put a little screenshot up on Telegram to say I'd done it, but we haven't had time so far. But I am buying into Near. Yeah. Near and IMX, that's why I'm bringing it up. IMX, I think, is going to do really well in this bull run.
Right. Well, Dog with Hat is not having a good day today, or in the last 24 hours. 11.29%.
Down.
Down, yeah.
What's the price?
$2.69.
See, that was up at $4.50 at one point, and I was really, really flummoxed as to why anybody is buying a meme coin that's nearly at $5 billion market cap that's come out of nowhere. So I'm glad it's down. These are healthy retracements. If it's a coin you believe in, it retraces. It's cheaper for you to buy it. Don't panic when prices go down. It's just the natural market flow. So good. What else is down?
Bonk's down 7%. We'll get into 7 day really quickly though in a minute. Flocky's also down 8.73%. But the interesting one, my on and off situation with 4chain is down on all regards, and my little source, my secret source. All right, obviously people have their little tips. My tip is Watch Thorchain. Don't watch Bitcoin. No, that's a big mistake. Watch Thorchain. If Thorchain's down on every single time frame, which it is, the market's going to be down.
Absolutely.
That's my
Absolutely.
thought.
Right. So is that enough for the market?
I'm quick looking 7 day because Bonk's
Okay.
up 60%. I just want to point that out.
That's to do with the Revolut deal that I told everybody about. So I made the video on Saturday or Sunday.
Yep.
And the Revolut deal was announced on the Tuesday. So where do you need to go for all your crypto news? Here. What did we cover last weekend? Maneki.
Exactly.
What has pumped all week? Maneki. You don't need to go anywhere else to get an honest opinion. And now for the world premiere.
Hold on, wait. I need to be ready for this.
Take it away.
Hold on, wait. Let me. Okay, hold on. Wait. Let me get. I want it to be smooth. Okay, I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna get the first.
We're gonna be here in 2 hours' time at this rate.
Why not? I'm gonna do it right now. Okay. Hopefully everyone is. Obviously we're lagging because of Comac. We're back now. Hopefully everyone is ready for the first world premiere of the ditties, whatever you want to call them. Take it away, computer. Look at that, I forgot to hide it. But there you go. Those are transitional screens.
Transitions, that's what they're called. Transitions.
Which are little chapter segments.
Yep.
Where it splits up the stream. So we've got an X-Files one, we've got the TA one, we've got the news one. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed that little.
I hope you're all impressed. Suitably impressed.
When I heard that, when I finalised it and exported it, when I heard it, I was just so happy. I listened to it, I was like, I want to learn something. That's what it imbued in me. So I'm so excited to have that for the streams coming. So anyway, the first X-File, Willy Woo. Willy Woo, the famous Willy Woo.
The famous Willy Woo.
Famous Willy Woo. Freaking out over the Biden 25% unrealized profit tax. He said you need $100 million in assets. It'll just blow up the stock market, nuclear investments, and the entrepreneur class will leave the pilgrims to a new world away from US oppression. You won't be impacted, apart from the need to join the homeless zombie hordes as all your savings goes to zero.
Yeah, basically, if you have got $100 million, you have the capabilities to leave America and go and live where you want. And that's the problem. When they tax the ordinary man and woman, it's very difficult for them to up sticks and move to a different country. When you've got $100 million, it's a piece of cake. You just go and buy a house for $3 million in another part of the world, and you move your $100 million there. And that, unfortunately, is what happens when you have a socialist government that tries to tax you 44% of your profits and 25% unrealized gains. You're just going to make the rich people leave. And when rich people leave, believe it or not, they already pay a massive chunk of tax. Go and look up tax receipts and see who pays an awful lot of money. It's people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Much as you hate them and you hate their yachts or whatever they've got, they do already pay a massive chunk of tax. Their companies don't pay enough tax, I will admit, but they themselves, on the whole, do. So it's not a good move by Biden. He's trying to ruin the country. Next.
Let me get up the link. There we go. Solana Floor.
I'm sorry?
Solana Floor. I was just saying the name of them and
Okay.
I was loading. Update: a single airdrop allocation of Maneki to Solana Mobile Sega, whatever you want to say, holders and Chapter 2 pre-sale orders is now worth over $137.
Are you all right? Do you need a moment?
I emphasised that then, but just sometimes we get into the stream and just words don't match up. The airdrop distribution process is still ongoing. Right.
So basically, the Saga or the Sega, whatever you want to call it, mobile phone version 2 came out. It was $450, and so far on version 1, if you'd have bought it for $450, you'd have had about $900 worth of airdrops.
Got a free phone and
a free phone and $450. Exactly, they're giving the phones away.
So if you pay for it, you're just getting a guaranteed free phone. It's like sign up here for a free phone.
Yeah.
How many million dollars?
Yeah, and you get airdrops. So this one, version 2, has already had about $500 worth of airdrops already. And Maneki being the latest one, but I think Bonk and I think Dog with Hat, people like that, they've already airdropped. So I wasn't going to buy version 1, and I didn't. I wasn't going to buy version 2, but I'm not going to be scorned for the third time, and I will be buying Sega version 3 just for the airdrops because it's a free phone at the end of the day. And you also get $50 worth of Solana if you get the phone as well, off the bat. So you get everything you need on the phone, and even some tokens do a weekly airdrop. It's crazy. So Sega, Solana, phones, absolutely incredible.
Awesome. So we're now on to a little. Have you had this segment before? Where you have
A couple of quizzes?
Yeah.
No, because I don't like playing quizzes on my own. I need somebody to play the quiz with.
Right. Well.
And I can't play it with Tariq because Tariq takes half an hour to answer my questions. Right, what's the first one?
Our first question. I know you had the other tweet, which you just found because the other tweet we had two of these, but it broke, and I don't have the other one, so unfortunately, this is the last X file. You have 100k. You have to buy 3 to 5 coins. We're going to do 3 for this.
We're going to do 3.
You have to buy 3 coins and hold till the end of 2024. Which coins do you buy and why?
The end of 2024. Was it?
That's what it says. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay, I'm going to be Mr. Safe Haven. I'm going to say Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana.
Yeah.
Bitcoin might go up 40% by the end of the year. Ethereum might go up 60% before the end of the year, and Solana could very well go up 2x before the end of the year, 3x before the end of the year, be about $500. So that would be my 3. I'm going to play it safe because the bull run is next year, not this year. Whether it's next April or next September, I don't know. So they're my 3: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. What are yours?
I will say mine in a minute. But I also, you know what? Because I haven't actually said hello to anybody in the chat.
I haven't got chats in front of me. I keep being told off for picking up my phones to see people talking. But the issue is, we're poor, aren't we?
Yeah, we don't have like flat screen TVs all over the place. You know, this is as much as it might look like a green screen. It's not a green screen.
It's not a green screen.
So, you know,
it's a real wall.
Exactly.
Behind me.
We're all real here. We're not AI, as some people also have claimed you are.
Accuse me of being AI.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I will read the chat quickly because some people saying good morning. I didn't, I hadn't actually said anything yet because we've been doing everything else. So good morning to Hidden Agendas. Good morning to Mags. Bill Ropes here. Crypto. The crypto family.
Who's here?
Cyberpunk. Mary and Danny here.
Really? Good morning.
And Web3 Superstars here. Hello to everybody in that chat.
Web3 Superstars here. I thought he'd fallen down a black hole.
No, he said he's watching us on that other place. I don't know if that other place was working or not. Apparently the other place was working. So,
the one that begins with T?
Yeah.
Really? Fantastic.
Apparently it's working. So, magical systems. I'm quickly looking at the other one, but it's spam, as always. So, if you're in that other place and you see spam, just come over to the other place.
Let's just move on.
I'll do myself a hole. So, yeah, all of you in chat, just answer it, you can answer it too. We'll move on probably, but you can answer it. We'll have a little look at your answers. See what you guys think about this question, but I'm going to answer mine. I think Bitcoin and Solana as well.
I keep forgetting we haven't even got. You can't just start saying hello to somebody halfway through a point.
It keeps everyone on their toes.
What are you going for? Bitcoin,
Solana, and Jupiter.
Bitcoin, Solana, and Jupiter. That's a good collection of those.
Because you get the dupe, you get quite a bit of dupe hopefully. Or depends on how much money you have. Stick it in, get all these random coins, just sell them off. Boom, boom, boom.
Have you got $100,000?
Huh? I'm definitely buying cheap then. Sticking it in.
I'd be putting, what would I be doing? I would get 40% Bitcoin, 40% Ethereum, and 20%.
Absolutely, I was just thinking that. Absolutely.
Yeah. 40, 20.
I'd stick it in the vote thing. I'd vote every time, get all the money, all these projects will come along, just sell it all, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then, boom. And the dupe will go up, and these coins, you'll just get a bit of money here and there. That'd be great. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. To, are we doing, hold on. Is it news now? Oh, it's TA now.
It's TA now. That means I get to put my feet up.
Yeah,
fantastic.
That means. Let me just prepare because I want to make it smooth. Actually, no. All right, there we go. We had the transitional screen then. I played it for a bit. This is the new. It might not look, really beautiful, but if any of you guys have watched Simple Signals before, it might feel a bit similar. Me down here as always. We're doing these charts really quickly. I'm not gonna spend too much time on these because I've been told I spend too long on them, which is fine. I understand. Okay, greatness.
Can people still hear me?
People can still hear you.
Oh, fantastic. So basically, I can abuse you off screen. That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And I can hit you, and you can't do anything about it because you don't exist. Okay, so quickly do Bitcoin, quickly do Solana, and we'll quickly do Mineki, and then we will move back to the news where we'll do another transitional, and we'll get to show off the amazing transitions. So let's quickly see what happened previously. I don't want to spend too much time, like I said. Last time I looked at Bitcoin, Oh, what day was it again? It was like down here somewhere. Where is the date? The date's okay. There we go. So we were about here in this area, and then we slipped, and then we slipped on the banana peel, and we fell all the way down the stairs. The stairs were being washed by the pressure washer, and we slipped down the first one, and we just came all the way down to the bottom floor. And we used 62.8 as support. Obviously, you know, simple significance, the best support and resistance drawing indicator on TradingView has currently drawn 62.8 as one of the support points, which we've been using religiously the past two tests. Obviously, we came down over here as low as 62.38, which was the order block I'd already drawn. I already talked about this on stream. There's no point of talking about it again. Let's quickly look at what's going to happen in the future. Well, we're on the 1 hour. I'll go 1 hour and 4 hour. No, I'll just do 4 hour actually. I want to do something a bit longer term. So money flow coming down, but we are oversold, which I don't think is any surprise to anybody that we are oversold, but we are oversold. VWAP is starting to come upwards towards, you know, the zero market and onwards, which is good signs. You know, as I was explaining the VWAP, it's kind of the seeds being planted towards, you know, becoming bullish or bearish depending on what direction. So we will see if it continues to surpass the zero mark and go upwards and become positive. But you know, like I said, momentum wise, we are coming below the 60 mark now, properly oversold at this point. So if we start to see positive signs of the momentum, then I wouldn't be surprised to say that we should start to come upwards. Where to? Where to? Well, I kind of have this white line, you know, kind of showing this kind of movement, and it brings us to nearly the midpoint of this order block, which is about 63.7. So 63.7 is roughly the price I see us coming towards in the next coming within maybe today, tomorrow, whatever.
So we're gonna go back up to 63.7.
I think so. I think we're gonna move. I think we're gonna hug the midpoint at 62.87 for a tiny bit more until we start to become bullish again on market, on like, you know, market cipher and whatnot, and then we move up towards 63.7.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, looking at it right now, unless we dip towards 62.4 and we become really oversold, where it will bring huge. When we become bullish again and we have huge movement and then it actually breaks us, when we get to this price point, 63.7, I don't think we're going to properly break above it. I think we're just going to come and test it. I mean, I suppose I can quickly look at the day. Yeah, we're pretty negative. Obviously, momentum's coming down. It's not, you know, very happy sign, but that's within the day. You know, movements can happen. You know, intraday, I believe it's called. So we can move upwards and then move downwards again. So like I said, I don't think I'm going to break above any of these order blocks. I think it might be a test and come back down, which is, you know, backed up by the data on the daily. It is still negative. So we could have, like I said, an intraday movement where we come back up to test the order block, but I think we're going to come right back down. I don't think we have too much bullishness Bitcoin right now. So quickly moving on to Solana now. I believe Solana's next. Yeah, it is. So Solana, let's have a little look at what's going on. So if we go to the 4 hour, we can kind of see what's going on. So we've got a pretty clean order block right below us right now, which we are using as support, you know, religiously, as order blocks are. Order blocks are great. If you don't use them, you know, get to know. You can see right here, we are just hugging this. It's not a very good range. I will admit that. However, this was a daily order block. The one above us, this really thick one, that's on the day. So intraday movements, small movements within like the 4 hours and 1 hours, they're not going to be respecting these high and low lines to, you know, solidly. So it would be more so the midpoint line, which you can see clearly. We've been using the midpoint line more so than any of the other lines. So what I think is going to happen, similar with how Bitcoin is, this is, you know, pretty much one-to-one. I think we move up towards this midpoint at about $145.
Can you check the bull market support band for me?
Yeah, sure.
On it, because the reason I'm asking you this is that every alt has either fallen below the bull market support band or bounced off it. And what's Solana at now? I don't know whether it's above or below the bull market support band.
It's above.
It's
on
above.
The day.
On the day, how far off the bull? Where's the bull market support band now?
Well, it's behind us, but the ranges are basically $126.
$126, right? So basically, we're bullish until we break $126. And according to what you're saying, are we going to go anywhere near $126?
Not right now.
Okay.
I don't think so right now. Let me go back to it.
So this is the problem, right? When you move away so far, like when Solana went up to $200 odd, I was like, it's way away from its support band. It's way too high. We need to come back. Otherwise, we're going to blow off, you know, before the end of the bull run. Now we've had this healthy retracement, which is what, about 40%, 30% down?
Yeah.
It's healthy again. And it will stay healthy as long as we're above that support band.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this movement I'm talking about right now, I don't think it's going to break this midpoint. So like I said,
what price is that midpoint?
145, sorry. Basically, $145.
And what's below?
I haven't really got to that yet, but
right.
we do have the huge order block below us. So I think the lowest would be 132.
Right.
I do have a line of 127,
Yeah.
to be fair. But my line, which I drew on the daily, which we're still kind of doing, it was really negative. Mine went as low as $109, 109.5, and then it absolutely came all the way back up to 173. I thought we were going to go really low. Obviously, it can still happen because it was on the day and it was a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to move on to Mineki in a second now. But I think similar, basically the same how Bitcoin's going to do. I think we're going to move up a bit to test the order block and just come right back down. Okay. I think $145 for Solana and then come back down towards where we are right now.
Okay.
But this order block below us is pretty strong. It's pretty exact, as you can see. So I do think this is going to be pretty, a pretty strong support position right now. But if we look at market life really quickly, it's the same situation as Bitcoin. VWAP's coming upwards, momentum's, we're oversold, money flow's still coming down a bit. So I think we hover a bit and then, come upwards.
Okay.
Mineki, USDC, there we go. So we're on to Mineki now. I can only really do it on the 1 hour because it's kind of a short time frame.
Mineki did a boom. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I reviewed it 20 hours after it launched. 20 hours.
Right.
And I said, this looks the business. Very quickly, they allegedly have 20 illustrators and animators working for them. Right. Within 2 days of this project going live, it was listed on 3 major exchanges. This is not an ordinary meme coin, and it didn't just happen overnight. This is not somebody who made a meme, stuck it on the internet, and then suddenly it became $100 million market cap. This is sinister's the wrong word. This was a preemptive strike at becoming a top Solana meme coin. And it came from nowhere. There was no pre-sale. The team don't have any tokens, and the cat is the Japanese sign of luck. So everything they did, 8,888,888,888 tokens. The 8 is the lucky number as well in Japan.
Yeah, and they ate with this project.
And they are.
If you're an American woman, you'll get that one.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. That's what's happening.
Yes. So news on that, I'm not as positive as. Obviously, it is freshly new. When we talk about freshly new projects, you know, it's quite a hard thing.
And it's hard for you to do TA
on a smaller time frame.
Yeah, you've got when you get to price discovery, it's very difficult. You then have to. We talk about this. I talk about this a lot. Where you have to look at the market cap. When you get to price discovery, market cap can then tell you, well, normally they top out at 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion. But with this, you can see it's retracing now after the initial pump, and what it's doing now. And I'm not going to interrupt your TA. It's got to the point of finding its support. That's what this is now, before the next move up, if there is a next move up.
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to delete what I've just drawn, because it's on the 1 hour, so as things change, things change. I drew this quite a bit ago. Yeah. So things are changing.
And you know what the nice thing is?
Yeah.
Chaotix Crypto has just got out of bed, and the first thing they're going to do on their Saturday morning is listen to you. Isn't that nice?
I was going to read all the comments. I actually saw there's a bunch of comments.
All right, you can read the comments after.
No, you can read them, but I was going to read them, after. Yeah, with Mineki. So let's have a little look. I'm only going to do the 1 hour because that's really only what we have. So we're coming up for momentum, bullish, very nice. VWAP is positive and going upwards, bullish, very nice. Money flow's actually starting to round out now. So, you need a pretty consistent amount of time of bullishness in the other aspects of, market life for the money flow to start to come upwards and things to become bullish again. So you can see it's starting to round out now. Hopefully start to come upwards within, the next, basically 35 minutes, which will then hopefully bring money flow upwards and be bullish again. However, we do have resistance at about 0.1, basically like nearly 0.2. 0.197.
I noticed that yesterday. I was looking at it. It was trying to get above 2 cents again, and it couldn't do it. It was stuck below it. Yeah. So there's like a resistance. It's kind of finding its support, but at the same time, resistance is 2 cents, definitely.
Yeah. So we have fib level, fib retracement here. So it's coming down. I've drawn it a bit wrong, but it doesn't matter. It lines up pretty well. Coming from this high point all the way to this low point, you can see, we've come down here, and now we're starting to come upwards. The lineup of the order block and this kind of orange 0.382 level of fib are pretty close to each other. So we do have some sort of resistance here. I need to actually draw it properly there. I've drawn it wrong, like a moron. There we go. So yeah, we've got this resistance point here. It's pretty close together. So I think we have some sort of resistance. But again, we are pretty bullish. So breaking above that wouldn't be too hard. what is it? 0.6. What is the golden area? Is it 0.65 or something like that?
Yeah.
So that would be within here. So it would be about 0.023 would be the golden area. Which if we tested it, we'd either surpass. I don't think it happens all the time. So we either surpass that, or if we test it, if we actually touched it, probably coming back down towards 20 cent or 2 cent again. So just bearing that in mind, but we do have to break above 2 cents. So from what I can see right now, if we continue to kind of do what we're doing, we're as you can see, there's a trend line. We're slowly trucking up. We're slowly trucking up towards this resistance point. We're kind of pressure cooking ourselves. We're between the trend line and this resistance point. We're going to get really close, and then we're going to hopefully break out above where we are. You know, especially since what's going on with Mark's LIFO, it's showing bullish signs. If we get too close with the trend line and the resistance, we should hopefully break above. You know, actually reach 2 cent and carry on going upwards. Especially what I see with other coins, you know, in the market going upwards as well. Obviously, I know it's its own coin, and that's why I'm referring to it, because other coins, I think they're going to go up and then come back down. Yeah. However, with Moneki, I think we might, with that sort of market movement, we might break above 2 cent, kind of test within that 2 cent area, and then probably use 2 cent as support. So I think soon we're going to come upwards, use 2 cent as support, and then continue going onwards.
Absolutely agree.
So I think what could happen is actually we might, when everything starts to go up again, maybe even coming towards 0.23 or 2.3 cents, and then coming down again for Moneki. So that's what I kind of see going on. I think we move up. I think the general consensus, like I said, is we move up to a certain, you know, a delta change number of whatever, and then we come back down.
And we come down and test support on the line that was previous resistance.
Something like that, yeah, exactly.
And then we move up
or
again.
where we are. So right now, so for example, Solana, Bitcoin, where we are right now, we're both at a support point. I think we come upwards and then come right back down to where we are right now.
Okay, exactly.
Something like that. So I don't know how long that was for a area. How long was that?
Enough. Let's go on.
Perfect.
We don't need to.
No, I don't want to do more. I'm saying was that.
No, I don't know how long it was. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so we are going on to the news now.
We are going on to the news.
So let me just do the transition on. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Wonders will never cease. Do you want to read some comments then before we start the news?
Yes. Okay, so let me go from the top and then come right down. So, Tariq said, good morning, I'm late. Well, I think back when commented that, you weren't too late. You're here, it's fine. You're here. They haven't really done too much content.
We haven't covered anything on Litecoin yet this morning yet, Tariq, so don't worry.
You're not late. Web3, smash the like, legends. Yes, absolutely. Smash like if you enjoyed the stream, wherever you are. If, you know, just show support.
And give us a follow. We're over 122,000 followers now across our different media platforms, aiming for 200,000 by the end of the year. So for free, to help us out, all you've got to do is follow us and press all those magical buttons in front of you.
Mary has said very nice transitions.
Thank you. They are, aren't they?
Very much. I mean, when we did them, I thought it's a nice little thing. Makes it feel a bit more professional. You know, it's a nice little news thing. They do it all the time on their news things anyway, on the
exactly. We're getting there.
Weather and whatnot. Tariq then said, "That is some humble of you, Brogan." I think I was talking about simple significance, something like that. When I said it's the best ever thing. Oh no, it was the dogs.
Well,
it was a dog, wasn't it?
Next Wednesday, we have got a special Wednesday night show, and we're going to be giving away simple significance, which is the trading tool.
Yep.
Is it a tool or
it's an indicator?
Indicator. The trading indicator. So if you use TradingView and you want a copy of Simple Significance, next Wednesday night, we will be doing a special. We haven't decided on the theme yet, but next Wednesday night, maybe 7 or 8 o'clock, and we will give away 10 links to Simple Significance for you to integrate into your TradingView. Completely free, not going to cost you anything. As well as that, we're going to be giving away some Moneki. So if you want to win some Moneki and you want to get Simple Significance, you can enter both and you can win both. And to enter, there's a few people that have watched the video and already entered. I think Tariq's on that list. Solo Sky has entered. A few other people. If you want to enter to win Moneki and Simple Significance, you need to watch the video and then you need to follow the instructions. And if you don't, you haven't got time, then next Wednesday you'll be able to enter as well. So next Wednesday night, a Moneki giveaway and a Simple Significance giveaway.
Absolutely.
Next, sorry.
A nice comment as well. I was also looking on this other place. Someone said, I love this.
Good.
That's very nice. Thank you very much.
I love this too.
I'm glad you can, I do love this as well. I'm glad we can provide good content. Hopefully everyone likes, and like I said, special like. If you like the content, it's free. It shows support.
What's that screen up?
Huh? It's just the chat.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Right, let's move on with the news. Otherwise, we're going to be here at 3 o'clock.
Good live. Well, there's more comments to read. Okay, that's done there. Celtics crypto, obviously talking about the bed. Talking about, I'm not into meme coins, but as I have 2 cats, I put like a 10 in for the laws. No more though. If it gets $1, I get out with 1k. Yeah, I mean that's what we talk about as well with meme coins. It's like we don't put a lot in. They're kind of like a raffle ticket.
Risk
and
management.
Whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So it's
and
kind
get
of
well soon as well, because I think they watched a few streams at the beginning of this week. They're poorly. They've got the flu or they've got COVID or something. So plenty of liquids.
Yep.
Keep warm and don't forget.
Plenty of crypto warehouse. Well.
We are the best medicine.
Yep.
For any ail and illness that you have. You just have to tune in, watch us, and an hour later, we've cured you. We are like the medicine men.
It actually works
of the
as well.
Amazon jungle.
It is, because there's some videos of the 440 hertz healing music. Our voices are actually at the right hertz, the different ranges you need to actually heal you from any sort of illness.
I mean, Tariq had, he didn't know what day of the week it was. He had no hair. He had one leg. And 6 months of watching Crypto Warehouse, he's grown a leg. He has a full head of hair and he has a beard. Yeah. All because of watching.
And Mags didn't have any arms.
Mags had no arms.
Listening to us actually healed everything. And
everything about the exhibit. Right, what's next? Any more before we get into the news? We really need to push on now. Right, what's the next? What's the next article? We're going to be so late again.
We're not going to be late. How are we always late?
It's like taking a puppy for a walk in a field of daisies. It just runs off and starts eating all the daisies and you just can't get it back. What's next? What's first? Are we talking about Bitcoin?
No. Talking about Maneki.
Oh, Maneki, of course. What a segue into Maneki.
I'm changing the sidebar. There we go. Maneki moving. All about Solana's new Maneki crypto and how it flipped with. Dog with hat. So is this cat with hat?
I don't think it's cat with hat. Yeah, not dog
cat
with
hat. Pants. We should do cat with pants.
We should. I think that exists. So what's Maneki got to say? Because we've got
Maneki's demand is rising.
We've got 5 articles to get through. We've got 20 minutes.
We are more than fine. Maneki's demand is rising as Solana whales continue to accumulate more amidst a bull rally. The meme coin's price increased by nearly 40% in the last 24 hours. Most indicators hinted at a continued price rise. Awesome. When was this written? It doesn't matter. Maneki is gaining traction. For starters, Maneki is newly launched meme coin on Solana that's based on the Japanese beckoning cat. As per Look On Chain's tweet, the meme coin's price has surged from more than 30,000% since its launch, making it one of the most talked about cryptos in recent days. So whatever.
What market cap's it at now? 230, I think. Something like that. It was 230.
Okay, so what have we got? So since Maneki's demand was high, AMB Crypto planned to analyze its 2-hour charts to find out what to expect. As per an analysis, Chakini money flow, which we actually looked at on my simple signal stream on the ATS thing. I think the Chakini money flow is very similar to the markets of money flow anyway.
Right, okay.
Registered a sharp uptick, which was a bullish signal. Its relative strength index was also resting well above the neutral mark. However, if the RSI enters the overbought zone, selling pressure on the meme coin might increase. This can cause price correction, which we saw when we looked at the chart. We had actually come down.
And why has that happened? Because they've airdropped 9% of their total supply to Sega phone holders. And what are they going to do when they get their airdrop? Bye. They're going to sell. So there is going to be sell pressure for now. And that coupled with Bitcoin retracing, that's why you're seeing the price action we've got now. Give away 9% of your supply to people with mobile phones. The first thing I would do with every airdrop is just sell it for Solana.
Exactly. I'd sell it until I get enough to cover the phone and then just keep it all, just like whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So sell
definitely to buy Genesis Free.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy that. Definitely going to buy that. Yeah. And then sell it back to Solana.
Yeah,
exactly. Right.
So that's pretty much it.
We don't need to talk much.
It was basically talking about how good it is. Yeah. We already saw, they're talking about sharp upticks. We already saw when they're talking about going down, if it's overbought. I think the RSI probably entered an overbought. We've already come down. I think we've come down fair enough a bit now. I think we've come back upwards, like we already said, with every other coin. So I think generally now we go up.
Yeah.
But anyway, now we are going to move on to whale dump.
Are you not going to do the little do?
Oh, we do that every time? Absolutely.
I think you should.
All right.
I think it's nice.
Now moving on to whale dump. All right, we're now on to whale dump. If it replayed, I don't want to split it halfway through the thing, it was sound amateurish. Solana whales massive sell-off sends Sol's Say that fast and you'll slip up. Solana whales, massive sell-off sends Solana's price under $145.
That's like
now.
she sells
Seashells
seashells on the seashore.
Exactly.
People write these headlines just to annoy
I
streamers.
think they're all jokers.
They do,
$145. I think I talked about when I looked at
did.
the simple signals. $145 was the line we were at. Solana's
Yeah.
decline may continue as a possible bounce may not take it into this year's high. Solana's decline may continue and a possible bounce may not take it to this year's high. Okay.
What's this year's high? About $204.
Yeah, something like that.
$210. So we are 50% away, ish, from all-time highs, aren't we? That's not too bad. Not too bad for Solana.
But as we looked in some articles last Saturday, and as I draw on my chart, we had a my movement anyway on the daily was towards even the hundreds or the lower hundred, and then it would actually bring us up towards the thing. As we looked at that article, which I kind of joked about because it was kind of like their reasoning was a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I did look at it and I did agree with because I measured the whole movement from last time and measured to this time, and it did bring us towards the $400 range, was it?
Yeah, something like $420. I don't know what it was.
So I'm not surprised by this.
No, but again, if we're at $420 by the end of the year, I'm happy. What annoys me is when crypto influencers, they just pick it. We're in a modern age now where people say things without any substantiation to what they're saying. So, and you just look at any news channel at the minute, and there's just people making statements, and they can say what they want because there's no recourse.
Yep.
You know, somebody can come onto TV and say Donald Trump is a lizard with 3 legs, and he hides one behind his back, and there's no comeuppance for that person saying that. You have these crypto influencers saying, yeah, Bitcoin's going to be at $450,000 by the end of the year. Absolutely nailed on. Go and get it. And it's like, you have to have a level of responsibility when you do these shows.
Yep.
So when we talk about $420, it's in the charts that there is a path to $420 that Brogan has looked at, and there is a path there. Now, there could be a white swan to get us to $1,000. We're not saying that. There could also be a black swan, and the black swan at this moment in time is way more likely than a white swan. If there's a black swan and we hold that bull market support band, we're still bullish. If there's a black swan and we come crashing down, then we're just going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to deal with it, and we're not going to see $70,000, $80,000 until October. But black and white swans, you can't predict them, even though we know about Taiwan and all these other things. So $420, I think you showed the path to it.
Yep.
For the end of the year, it's a perfectly reasonable target. If somebody says to you, we're going to be at $250,000 for Bitcoin and $1,500 for Solana by the end of the year, take it with a pinch of salt and throw it over your shoulder.
Unsubscribe to them, and then come back to us and subscribe.
That's probably the best thing you can do.
Exactly. Tariq said true story. I think is in reference to how great our voices are to healing. Our medicinal voices.
I've been known to help Tariq sleep for an hour and a half on a Wednesday morning before. He's just listened to my voice and gone to sleep, and I don't blame him.
If you ever needed a line in the morning, but you couldn't do it because you needed to work, this is a great excuse. It's like you're doing something productive by listening to crypto, but then if you fall asleep, it's like, well, that's understandable.
You learn it from osmosis,
exactly,
because the information's still going in. It's just that you're passed out from the relaxation. Exactly. Right. So they're predicting what for Solana? The whale dumped. What did the whale dump? Was it something like 150,000 or is it 15,000?
We haven't looked yet.
They dumped an awful lot of Solana.
The large exchange transfers caused Sol's price to decrease to 140. Yeah, okay. On 25th of April, a whale sent 179,999 Solana tokens to crypto exchange Binance. Moments later, the price of the token fell below $145, which it was been holding on to for some time. According to the blockchain transactions analyzer, Whale Alert, the transaction was worth $26 million at the time of the transfer. From AMB's crypto findings, the movement of tokens of this kind continues intention to sell, or comes intention to sell.
We don't know. We don't know who the whale is. We don't know why it's happened, but it explains things. As long as we know where we are in the market, it's helpful. If we came in here and said we've no idea why we're here, as in why we're at 63,000, then that's a more worrying situation than inflation is still raging in America. And what I was saying yesterday is inflation is going up and GDP growth is going down in America. So they're decreasing their growth and their inflation is going up. Now, from doing economics that inflation is driven by demand, and demand is normally driven by a more productive economy, a surplus.
Yeah.
So when the economy is shrinking
and then
and the price is going up,
yeah,
it's a really bad position for America to be in.
And whenever we look at in economics, whenever there's a conflicting movement of things, it normally means something really bad's about to happen.
Exactly. So what I was explaining yesterday was, we're in this fighter jet and we're flying along, and then we've decided to go into a vertical ascent. And at some point, we are going to run out of power, we're going to run out of oxygen, we're going to run out of fuel, and that plane is going to come hurtling towards the ground.
Yeah, it's like we're in a glide, but we're still using fuel somehow.
Yeah, and we are just going to crash.
Yep.
And what I was saying was, we are 6 months, 7 months before the American general election. We've got an election in the UK as well. But in America especially, Biden is not going to want to go into that election with interest rates at 5%, 5.2%. He's going to want an interest rate cut. Interest rates get cut. People have more money. That will fuel the inflation that's already rising, and America is finished. It's over. They're going to see hyperinflation. We're going to see 7% interest rates. The economy's going to tank. Everything's going to go to the wall. It's not a good situation to be in.
No.
At all. So we can explain why that's going to happen. And we can explain why Solana can crash by 7 or 8%. And that's why it's important to always watch us and maybe 3 or 4 other people. So then you have a broad spectrum of why things are happening. And not just a case, Bitcoin's gone down. It must be just the day of the week. No, there's always reasons. Grayscale selling off, high inflation, which means interest rates won't be cut. All of these things create this kind of like great big elastic table, and these events are just big metal balls that suck everything in around them. So it's important to understand why we are where we are. That's it.
Yeah.
Rant over.
For the time being, Sol. Okay, I'm just going to read this part. I'm not going to read the rest of it. There's nothing rest. This is what I'm going to take out of it, which I will agree with because we agreed with it with our analysis. For the time being, Sol's price might keep hovering between $137.66 and $147.57.
Yeah.
Well, my order block or my resistance point was about $145, pretty much exactly.
Perfect.
And then where we are right now, we could go time below. But basically, where we are right now, with 140, what are we now?
143, 142, I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe as though, well, the midpoint of the order block would be somewhat maybe around here, which would make sense.
And don't forget, we could crab for 6 months. We could crab till October. And what I mean by crabbing is we could be in a range for 6 months. From now on, we could be at 63 to 69,000 for the next 6 months.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely. I was just really quickly bringing up the chart. I couldn't remember exactly what our range was.
I saw the TV flicker. I didn't know whether we'd gone off.
I don't know about 137, but I do agree with 136 to the midpoint being about 145.
All right, okay.
This area.
Let's move on. We are going to be late.
I'm not going to be late.
We are going to be late.
It's not annoying.
It is very annoying.
All right, right now, anyway.
What's next?
Q day approaching. Q day? You got the article. What's
I don't know. Just read it out.
Q day approaching. Can Ethereum survive quantum? Oh, quantum measurements. What? Oh, quantum computing. Right. Okay. Let's see. Quantum computing may seem like science fiction, but it may come sooner than expected. On January 11th, 2024, the World Economic Forum identified artificial intelligence and quantum computing as emerging threats in a report exploring how quantum computing could threaten the existing tech landscape. Yeah, it can compute things faster. It basically, the algorithm, SHA-256, it's about to talk about, it's a hashing algorithm which basically secures things.
I thought you'd like this article, being that it's slightly technical, but now you need to translate it into English for people.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, so it's talking about serves as a primary wall defense for securing assets to blockchain-based assets like cryptocurrencies. Yeah, it's if you use any websites with passwords, they probably use something along the lines of SHA-256.
Yeah,
basically,
just slow down a bit as well.
I'm trying to go fast because
we don't want to go fast because even I'm struggling to keep up with you.
So SHA-256
is a technical thing.
Yeah. So there's hashing algorithms where you can hash it into its form and then bring it back to what it was originally. Well, these algorithms, you can hash it, but you can't bring it back. You can only compare. So that's how it normally works. So when you use passwords, it puts it into the thing to check it.
Yeah.
But when if the hacker was able to get the hashes, they couldn't actually identify what the password was because they can't reverse it. They can only compare.
And what would they be hacking in Ethereum in particular? What I know it's a security thing, but what about Ethereum makes it so vulnerable to this attack?
Well, it's the securing. Well, it actually says right here. I'm just going to read this out. Quantum computing could kill existing blockchains by forging the signature of the nodes. You could take them down.
Right.
So basically,
okay.
each one has an identification. Probably there's going to be a unique identification within the area of making these nodes, which is using SHA-256, which could be cracked with quantum computing.
So it's not just Ethereum. That's
Blockchain.
to this.
Yeah, no.
So it's any block. Is it any proof of stake blockchain, or is it any blockchain including Bitcoin? Because I thought Bitcoin was quantum resistant. I thought they patched it to be quantum resistant.
Well, I think it's these are it's I think it's I don't think Bitcoin's included. I think it's probably some along proof of stake.
Right. Okay. So it's potentially all proof of stake chains. So Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, and this article is just picking on Ethereum.
Yeah.
Right.
I think so.
Fine. I understand that.
I believe so anyway. Brad Buterin, co-founder of Ethereum network, introduced a possible solution to blockchain's quantum challenge. Buterin proposes a solution involving a hard fork, opening a debate on how to prepare for blockchain for quantum embeddments. So Buterin explained that quantum computers could crack an Ethereum account and reveal the private key by using the public key alone. Right, yeah. As Buterin explained, the only Ethereum accounts safe from a quantum attack will be wallets that have never completed a transaction, as they wouldn't have exposed their public key.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this is a threat to crypto in general, not just Ethereum.
No.
Right. And therefore, there have been other blockchains that are already now quantum resistant.
Yeah.
That already implemented patches. We're talking maybe 2 years ago. When we first started the channel, we were talking about certain blockchains have already made themselves quantum resistant because it's an existential threat, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's not trying to hack the blockchain, it's hacking the connections to the blockchain.
Exactly.
So it's trying to find the weakest point in the blockchain and take advantage of it. Right. And then those wallets, once you've cracked their public key, you can connect to their wallet and take all of their funds out.
Exactly.
So then why would you use a hot wallet? You'd want to use a ledger. I imagine a ledger would be safe from this.
Exactly.
Or keeping your money on the centralized exchange, because your centralized exchange is going to be safe from this attack as well, isn't it? Scary times.
It is. It definitely is. I mean, obviously, I think they're basically. I think their fix for this is basically we're not going to be showing these keys to allow them to be able to crack in terms of the transactions.
Right, but that's fine moving forward.
Yeah.
But moving backwards, like all the existing ones that are out there, how are they going to be protected? Does it say? I mean, it might not say.
It's a big old hard fork. I think it is a replication of.
Right.
I'm talking about the hard fork. So basically, it's a replacement of where we are right now. So it replaces. Obviously, I know there's like the transaction histories will probably show it, but it probably retrospectively removes the details which needs to be.
Right.
But
and so we've got a SHA-256.
Yeah.
Can we not go? And I'm going to sound like Donald Trump when I ask you this question because he asks these stupid questions. So 256 is obviously a number based on 64, 128, 256.
Yeah.
Is there not SHA?
There's a 512. But I think.
And is there not a SHA 124 as well?
I don't know how high it goes. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how high it goes. I think it's probably something to do with probably a storage and speed situation. I think it might.
Because it takes a while to decrypt, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably. We'll look it up later. Okay.
We're not going to go too technical, but it's not a problem to worry about and lose sleep about, is it?
No.
Right. What's next?
5 lessons. I'm not going to play the transition.
Good. Perfect. We haven't got time for transitions. When we're running, when we haven't got anything to do in the stream and we're really running ahead of time, we'll just keep looping the transitions to fill the time in.
All right.
Right. So these are 5 things that you should know before trading. Are they not?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Is this the last article?
Oh my God. I've highlighted something. I can't get rid of it because I think I want to go to Twitter. I want to go. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can highlight something. press the Twitter button. Oh, what's going on?
How are we doing? Good morning, Peter.
We're doing pretty well. I need to drink water.
I can't read. Do you want to read some comments out?
Yeah.
I can't read the comments out. I'm not allowed to pick up my phone. People tell me I spend too long on my phone on streams. Look, hands free.
All right, let me have a look. Let me scroll up. So, what do we have? Tarsaland, hello everyone. Hello. Glad
morning,
you could join us on the
Tarsaland.
stream. Celts Crypto. Kind of hoping Sol is going to be my ETH mistake. Haha, I was still need crypto when ETH was $120. My friend who was a trader said to buy it, but I didn't. Yeah, I mean, Sol's going to go pretty high.
I think so.
I remember like the hardships of it because I was buying it and
$12.
yeah, $12. I remember I had buy orders for like $5 because of the situation.
It was going to go absolutely.
But yeah, it will probably be in terms of what you just said. It probably will be your Ethereum situation.
What I've been saying for about 2 weeks now is Ethereum is going to become the blockchain of TradFi. So TradFi need a blockchain for their RWAs, real world asset tokenization projects. They're going to use Ethereum. Ethereum never goes down. It's expensive, it's slow, it's secure. They're going to use that. Degens, retail, grannies, whoever, they're going to need a fast and quick blockchain. They are going to pick Solana. I think the VC chain of choice for retail is Solana. It's becoming more and more apparent every day. Whether you look at the mobile phones, look at the transactions, it's going to be Solana. So if you're going to hold a token outside of Ethereum and Bitcoin, at this moment in time, it's Solana.
Yeah, okay.
In my opinion.
You also said, I was late to the party with the Saga phone, but I'm looking at getting the new one coming out. Yeah, I've been saying was like, it's just ridiculous. Like, you're just giving it away for free.
And you can still buy them. That's the weird thing. You can go and buy a Saga version 2 phone, have it sent to you in the post, open it up. You've got your Phantom wallet there that will already have $500 or $600 worth of coins in, and you can just sell them in your phone, and you can end up with $600 worth of Solana and a mobile phone, and then you can just send all of that Solana to your exchange that you're on now, and then just stake it or stake it straight from the phone. So it makes no sense not to buy a Sega. And maybe at some point in the future when version 7 and 8 comes out, maybe you don't get $450 worth of meme coins in them. But for now, version 1 and version 2, they're just getting airdrops all the time. It's incredible.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Incredible.
Let's have a see. Got a really nice comment from Web Superstar. Brilliant, is so smart. Yeah, it's just one of my perks. It is what it is. Obviously, it helps that I did computer science for some years.
He's the eye candy. I'm the ear candy. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
What's next? Any other comments before we move on?
Peter, hello, Mike.
Hi.
Mike, I think I found a wee. Let me scroll. I can't scroll. A wee little coin that I would like to be reviewed. It is called Alpaca Finance.
Yes, Alpaca Finance. You left a comment under the Aero Finance video. I'm going to go and have a look at it. So I made a video based on what Peter suggested a few days ago called, was it yesterday I made it, Aero Finance. And one of the comments underneath was from a guy who said, I'm really disappointed with the price action of Aero Finance. Now, what you've got to understand is, if Bitcoin falls, everything else falls. If Bitcoin goes up, everything else goes up. So Bitcoin was at $74,000. We're now at 63. It's come down 15%. And guess what? Aero Finance has come down and followed the same path. Doesn't make Aero Finance a bad project. It means Aero Finance is following the same trajectory that Solana, Cardano, XRP, Ethereum, everybody's following the same path. That's why we tell you to dollar cost average in. Every single week, if you want to buy Aero Finance and nothing but Aero Finance, and you've got $500, you buy $50 a week, every week for 2.5 months. The same with IMX, the same with NEAR, the same with Fetch. Any project that we look at and say this is a good project, you can go and buy $500 of it today if you appreciate it can drop 20% because Bitcoin's fallen 10%. Because in the bull run, Bitcoin might only go up 4x from here, but your Aero Finance coin or your IMX coin might go up 10x. That's why you buy these altcoins. And Ben Cowan is all well and good, him saying, just hold Bitcoin. He's right. If you trade the markets, you should have held Bitcoin for the last 2 years because it's outperformed everything else, apart from maybe Solana and a few others. But if you're just building a portfolio, build your portfolio and ignore the noise, ignore the price action, and say, I want 2% in IMX, 2% in NEAR, 2% in Fetch, 2% in Aero. And when you've got it, leave it alone and don't panic. So somebody saying, I'm not happy with the price action of Aero Finance misses the point. If it goes down 20%, you get 20% more when you dollar cost average into it. If you think it's going to be a success, that's the point. If Bitcoin lost 50% of its value tomorrow, I would sell Brogan's organs to buy Bitcoin.
Well, not if I do it first.
On that bombshell, any
More
other comments before we
anyway.
move on?
More comments. Sol is still very cheap. Yeah.
Yep, very cheap. Absolutely very cheap.
BEP 20 is much cheaper than Solana. So why Solana? From Trig.
Oh, as a blockchain?
Yes, it was usage, I suppose, of main things.
Because Solana has volume, it has TVL,
Yeah.
it has activity, it has users, it has meme culture. BEP, the problem with BEP is it's associated with so many scam projects. It costs you $5 to set up a project on the, I can't say the name of the exchange, but it's used by scams, and people have been scammed to death on that chain. And it is too connected to its exchange. It's a little bit like Kronos. Kronos is too connected to its dad, which is the exchange. So they have a hangover from being set up by an exchange. It's the same. It's considered more of an exchange token than a layer one, and that's its problem. That's my impression of it. That's the problem with it. Solana is built for speed, built for sexiness, built for retail, and it is a little bit more expensive, but everybody's on Solana. It's got the NFT, it's got everything. It's got NFTs, it's got meme coins, it's got DeFi, it's got mobile phones, it's got retail people falling hand over fist, it's got some of the biggest projects on the go at the minute. If you look at the report that came out about stablecoin usage, Solana is the #1 blockchain for stablecoin usage. If you look for transactions, Solana's putting more transactions through than every other chain combined, believe it or not. So it's got the attention of people, and then people go there. It's like it's the most popular restaurant on the street. Everyone wants to go there. BEP has had too many negative things associated with it for it to be a success at this moment in time. In the future, maybe 5 years from now, it will work, but it's not got the same feel as Solana.
I would also say pretty much the same thing. It's got its existence. Solana's already got its existence and tools. And the thing I would have added as well is on the development side of things, actually making things. Also, I know they're both pretty cheap to actually make things on, but in terms of the existence of the ecosystem of making things, the documentation, the groups, like to actually build these projects, I think is quite a bit broader and easier than BEP is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Peter's talking about as well. When I start selling my coins, say mid next year, do I sell all at once or each day? DCA.
Funny enough, Peter, I've been mentioning this for a few weeks. We need to make a DCA
Video.
strategy. No, not video, stream. We're going to do it on a stream. We're going to do a DCA stream, and we're going to give you a fictitious future, a dystopian future where Tariq owns Tesla. That's what we're going to do. And in that dystopian future, we're going to have a fictitious price for all of the major coins. And we're going to have a fictitious portfolio. And what we're going to do is give you a strategy of how to sell your coins throughout the end of the bull market. Now, we are not going to profess to have a crystal ball on how we're going to, whether we're going to time it right or not. But dollar cost averaging in is the same as dollar cost averaging out. You don't know where the bottom's going to be, so you buy every week. You don't know where the top is going to be, so you sell every week. And that is the trick. You're never going to time the top. You're never, like in the last bull run, Nobody sold 69,400. Nobody. People would have been selling at 68, 67, 66, and then some people never sold. Some people were expecting $100,000 and they haven't sold their Bitcoin since. So what you do is you say, right, during this period of time is traditionally when the bull run finishes, or when it gets to this price, that's the price I'm going to sell at, and I'll reassess that price in the future. And then you say, right, on let's pick a different date. October the 1st, 2025, October the 8th, October the 15th, October the 22nd, I am going to sell 10% of all of my coins every week. And then over a period of 3 months, you should be out most of the way. And if you catch the top during one of those weeks, great. If you don't, you'll have an average price that will be higher than you guessing where the top of the bull run's going to be. Because Brogan doesn't know, I don't know, nobody knows. Nobody's going to have a clue. So that's what we're going to make a video about. Maybe we'll do it if we get time, we could do it on Wednesday. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to take. It might be a half-hour stream. It might be an hour stream. I don't know.
It won't be too bad, I think.
But we'll work it out. We'll plan it for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else before we move on?
Huh?
Anything else before we move on?
I'll move on and then we can go back to it.
Okay. How many articles have we got left?
We've got 2 left.
2 left. What time is it? 12:02. 12:02 again. No.
What?
We've gone over again.
That's fine.
We've got your 15-minute outro to add on as well. Don't forget.
No.
Well, you know what we should do? We should replace your outro with credits. You know what they do at the end of the film?
Yeah.
And it should just be Brogan for everything. And then me at the bottom, producer.
Yeah.
Right, what's this? Is this the 5 tips?
Yeah.
Okay, what are the 5 tips?
You should do.
We're keeping you up. We're
Yeah.
keeping you up.
You should never invest in crypto without knowing these 5 things.
I like these ideas. These are, one of the things we do try and do is educate people. We're not just here to shill you a load of coins that we're being paid to shill you, because we don't do that, but we do try and educate. So sometimes it might sound like we're teaching you to suck eggs, but you have to remember there's people watching this. This could be the first ever crypto stream they've ever seen. So we have to try and help people as best we can. You know, I keep looking at the light and not the camera. People probably think I'm squitty-eyed. Right, what are the 5 tips then?
The
5
source
things.
of hype. Every time the value of cryptocurrencies rise, people start hyping up, believing that now is their time to shine.
So hype. Is that the first one?
Yeah.
Avoid the hype.
Yeah. Anyway, risk management. Yeah.
Hang on. We're going through them one by one.
Yeah, this is the next one.
Yeah, but we haven't said anything about the
Right.
first one.
Source of hype.
Right. We say don't chase tornadoes. And
Yeah.
what we mean is if a coin goes up 50%, don't automatically buy it thinking it's going to go up another 50%. Case in point, Hedera. You won't know about this. Hedera this week went up 53% in a day. Why
Right.
did it do that?
Because what?
Because BlackRock was supposed to be using it for real-world asset tokenization. The news turned out to be false and the coin has come crashing back down. Had you not known that bit of information, seen it gone up 50%, you'd have bought the coin, because that's a rookie mistake to make. Before you buy anything that's gone up, you go and you study why it's gone up by 50%, and then you find out if that news is real. That's the first thing you do. The second thing you do is, have I missed out on this run? Probably. Then wait for it to come back down in price. Nothing goes up like that forever. Right, next.
Risk management. Oops.
Always does. That's why I keep touching mine to make sure it doesn't fall off.
There we go. Risk management. A high chance of failure is only problematic when the stakes are high. Knowing there's a 50% chance of getting seriously injured and knowing that there's a 50% chance that your car won't start on the first try are both bad, but they're not equally bad. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. I talk about risk-reward ratios and stuff, and like you don't want to do trades which you want a risk-reward ratio like near like 2-ish or higher. Like, you don't want something which is like 1-to-1. Like you want to optimize your trades. Like you want to take trades which you know are going to be good. Or if you're buying and you're actually buying, currencies. Obviously, there's risk-reward management of looking into the project and knowing that it's something thorough. If you are investing in something which is new, And then obviously there's entries and exits. Obviously, if it's long term, it's more so DCAing, and your entries are on average going to be a bit better than if you all bought in one go. But general risk management, you can kind of span it across most things. Make sure you're entering and exiting properly. If you're doing like futures or anything, actually like doing like a long or a short, make sure you're having a high ratio or higher ratio when you're doing it. You don't want to be risking money for something which isn't going to give you an optimized result or anything along the lines there.
Yeah, I want to add one thing, because that pretty much covered 99% of it, is when you make a portfolio, and this is another rookie mistake, $10,000, do not divide it into 10 $1,000 slots and then go and buy 10 tokens. That's totally the wrong way to do it. Go and look at how a traditional portfolio is built. So go and have a look at how a financial advisor would tell you to make a portfolio. And they'll normally give you like a 60-40 rule, bonds and securities. You should be putting bigger chunks of your money into the higher cap projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, whatever. You should be putting fractions of your portfolio into silly little meme coins with hats, or cats or dogs or lizards, because they are probably going to go to zero. Now, if you put 1% of your allocation into a meme coin and you do 5 meme coins, that's 5%. So if you lose 5% of your portfolio, you've got 95% left. If you put $5,000 buys on meme coins and you've only got $10,000, you might as well kiss that $5,000 goodbye, because you're only going to be left with $5,000, which means your Bitcoin and Ethereum have got to go up 100% just to break even. So you should have 30% of Bitcoin, for example, 30% of Ethereum, for example, and then 1 or 2% of a meme coin or a really low cap AI coin or RWA coin. That's the only thing I'm going to add. Don't just say, I've got $10,000, I'm going to make 10 $1,000 plays. It shouldn't be like that. You need to divide your money up. And the best way to do that is to go online, find a portfolio breakdown, and then look at how they do their risk. And like Brogan said, there's a different risk reward for each project, so don't treat each project the same. Next, that was a good one. That
diversify of crypto portfolio, as you just said.
Just covered that one. What's next?
Purchase automation.
Yep, DCAing in.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we've just covered that.
The technology behind it. Yeah, I mean, I still agree with that, but
the technology behind
it,
the project.
Yeah.
No, technology doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty much the same thing. Obviously, it depends on what you're investing in. Obviously, most of which have, if it's actually a chain, it's all pretty much the same thing. It all pretty much works the same thing.
When I was at university, bro, I'm going to give you a little tiny 30-second thing, right? It was black and white, by the way, when I went to university.
Right, yeah.
Before 1990, the world was black and white. We didn't invent colour till 1992.
And they woke up with, whoa.
Exactly, right? So there's de facto and de jure. And we learnt this, did a business degree, by the way, for anybody interested. It wasn't an astrophysics degree. But de facto and de jure, there was Betamax and VHS. And it's the most perfect example for crypto. Like Tariq has just said, why are people not using BEP over Solana, right? Betamax was the best technology. And guess what?
What?
Everybody had a VHS player. Betamax was just, it died. Why did it die? Because VHS made itself look sexy, made itself slightly cheaper, produced way more of them, distribution channels were better. That is the same in crypto. Don't chase technology. The best technology out there is not Bitcoin and it's not Ethereum. But guess what? Every goddamn sister, aunt and mother is going to be running their traditional finance app on Ethereum in 5 years' time, because it's the market lead, it's built, it's tested, it's secure, it's reliable. It's not the best. Bitcoin is not the best blockchain. It's the oldest, most secure, unhackable, decentralized source of energy stroke money we've ever built. But that doesn't make it the best. It makes it the front runner, the king of crypto, the queen of crypto, but it's not the best. Being the best does not mean you are going to be number one. That's just how life is, and that's how crypto is. So don't follow the technology. That's the worst piece of advice.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
No, exactly. Look at the metrics. Is it being used? Is it popular? Is it being built on? Is it cheap?
Yeah.
Does it have a future? Has it got any real-world applications? And most importantly, does it make any bloody money? Does it make money? If the project has the best technology in the world and it's free, how does it make money to survive? It won't be here in 5 years' time if it's free. I've seen these blockchains. I don't know if you've seen them, some of these newer layer 2s. It's free. The transactions are free.
What?
Where does it make its money from? It's not proof of work. It's not. It is proof of stake. So there's emissions going on, which means they're giving you more coins. How do those coins have value when the blockchain is free?
Yeah, when you stake it, what are you getting?
You're getting more fairy tokens.
So they just give you more because you're staking.
There's more tokens.
So where's the input?
There's no input. It's just all output. And when it's all output, like gaming tokens will go to zero because there's no reason to buy and hold the tokens. You have to make the reasons.
Yeah,
staking them to get additional NFTs and all these kind of things. Anyway,
marketplaces. You got me started on that. There's a game out there. And it's got a game token. I've already covered it. It was the biggest flop I've ever seen.
Is this WAGMI?
Yes.
You're allowed to mention it.
WAGMI. All right, the trash game. Okay, the people came after it. I laughed because it's funny.
We think they should rename it WANGMI, which is we are not going to make it.
No.
Right. What's next? We're gonna have to move on.
No. Give me I want my part.
Go on then.
It had a gaming token,
but this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Well, you just mentioned games.
Yeah, in passing. Go on. You want to get it?
Yeah. Okay. Stop talking. All right. Every time I try to talk, WAGMI had a game token, right? And it had no marketplace or any sort of evolved way to earn anything and pay for anything. So it was a waste of time. That's pretty much it, really. I mean, they, didn't make it.
Go and check them out. WAGMI is the name of the token. There's lots of others like that out there. It's not just WAGMI that are a waste of time. What's next?
Yuga Labs restructures company, cuts roles to focus on small crypto native.
Slow down. I can't hear a word you're saying. Say that again.
Yuga Labs restructures company, cuts roles to focus on smaller crypto native teams. Quick take, Yuga Labs cut some team members Friday as part of the company restructuring. The firm's CEO, Greg Solano, said Yuga Labs lost its way and is focusing on building a smaller crypto native team. Awesome.
Right. One thing to say about that before you have a look at the article. ApeCoin was the worst performing coin of 2023 out of the big 500 coins. It dropped most in value. Why did that happen? Otherworld never went live. Do you remember Otherworld? We looked at it. It was really cool looking. It was it a little bit like Fortnite, wasn't it? Open world Fortnite game. Never went live. So basically, he employed too many people. They must have suffered from some level of paralysis by analysis. So they just froze. And now they've realised, they've cocked up, they've sacked everybody, and they're going to have a small team. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to come out the other end with a fully built out project.
2 words. Economies of scale.
Exactly. So,
is there much to really talk about in this one?
Oops. No, there's nothing to talk about in this one. We're done.
All right, we're done. Outro.
We're done. We're nearly at the outro. Any other comments before we get to the outro? And then I'll do my outro. I'm
on the outro part. I mean, there's comments. I'll talk. Like, look at the comments.
Look at the comments. I'll do my outro, and then you can do your outro.
Okay. So I was a media student, Chaotic Crypto. I was a media student in college, and we were literally recording on VCR and editing manually with round dials and developing film photography.
Nice.
Kids don't know how easy they have it these days.
They certainly don't. Not when everything's black and white. It's very difficult to watch a game of snooker when everything is black and white.
Right, that's very
Or
true.
watching Newcastle play Sunderland. It's not black and white, isn't it? What's next?
I created Chaotic Crypto. I profited from a crypto game, but I'll never do it again. Quit while you're winning, lol. It was a crypto version of Pokemon. Bought in $750 and sold my NFTs for $4K. That is pretty good. Then the game failed. Yeah, majority of them failed. I mean, and this is the thing, we talk about this all the time with games. Like, we both play games so much, right? We know what a good game looks like. And good games take years to make, especially with big studios, Ubisoft and whatnot. They take years to make. So, and the problem was with NFT games was this new situation of NFT games came out. Everyone got hyped. The games which came first to market were going to be crap because they didn't have anything interesting. It was some cartoony, crap looking ones. Obviously, I think Axie Infinity was like the first actually good one.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I'm not saying. I'm not.
Oh, 3 minutes. Stop.
No, slow down.
Oh, right.
We're not
okay.
in a rush. We can talk.
Okay, good.
All I'm thinking is we have a lot of non-English native
Well, I
viewers.
just want to get out.
And
'cause
you fly
trying to-
through. You try to get everything out, but you fly through everything, and it's difficult. Especially, I mean, Crystal is poorly in bed. She needs to be, or he needs to be talked to calmly.
Catholics, crypto.
Right. What else? Anything else?
Well, I'll just,
Any other comments?
I was just talking. Just to talk about. Do you want to talk about it?
Talk about what?
That one I was just talking about.
No. Anything else?
So yeah, I mean, I agree though. Like Galway had them. What was I saying? Yeah. So majority of them were pretty bad when they first started. Only good ones now. Obviously, Stardust looked at, and things are coming out in the future now, which are actually looking good because it had some years.
Sorry, go on. I was about to say Nyan Heroes.
As well, I thought that looked sick, but it didn't win.
No, it didn't win.
I thought that looked really sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game failed. Yeah, I mean, the majority of them did fail, and they're pretty bad.
Yeah. Thing is, right? The games don't fail. The tokenomics fail. That's the thing.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you need a market. You need a marketplace in the game or some system. I mean, the one we looked at on the game, that one, there was a car one.
Wasn't Breeder DAO, was it?
I thought
Was it R Racer?
R Racer.
Yeah.
R Racer was sick because it actually had a good system of using the token.
But the issue is, I can't name a single game that hasn't gone to zero, the price of the token. Can you think of any? You've got Steppen, yeah?
What existing game?
Any game that has an inbuilt currency that can be sold for real money. There isn't a single one where that token hasn't crashed. The one that I liked, which was the one that we covered, the one where you had to hold the crystal, and by holding
Big Time.
Yeah, Big Time. Big Time, what will happen with Big Time is it will scale in size, and then the token price will go up, and then when it hits, max, 200,000 users or whatever, then the token price is going to crash because of the emissions. But the problem is, I can't think of a game that's gone through the cycle where the token hasn't gone to zero. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's the thing. I think we're only really getting into the good ones now.
But what's going to keep what is a game that, I can't think of anything, that's why I'm saying it. What is a game ever going to be able to do to stop you from selling your tokens? If you're a 16-year-old kid and you've got $100 worth of tokens in a game, tell me why you're going to keep those tokens. You're going to sell them, right?
And I think the situation is you need to make a game which incorporates crypto, not a crypto game which incorporates Web 2. You know what I mean? So it's like it needs to be a game which has, because like this, I don't know which ones, but I'm pretty sure there was at least one of them which was a game which didn't necessarily fully revolve around crypto, where you could just play it normally, but then had crypto aspects to it, where the kind of crypto sphere could enter and have their own little area to actually interact with crypto. So I think there needs to be, with a game, there needs to be an actually good game where you can pay with normal money and crypto, and then have markets where you can pay with in-game currency, which is also represented by crypto. Yeah. Something like that, where it has like a parallel world within itself, where you can use crypto and it's actually good like that. Yeah. But it's also a normal game where people can just play it on whatever platforms. Because most crypto games are like pretty
Fortnite
trash.
as well. Fortnite, you pay whatever it is. What is it nowadays? About $10 a season, $8 a season, something like that. And
it's like, Logan, please slow down. Your accent is so deep sometimes. I know. I'm sorry.
Who's that? Solo Sky. I know. I'm trying to get him to slow down.
We're really late, and I know I've been told to speed up, and then obviously I had to get it all out. Sorry.
I try Solo Sky to slow him down. You think it's bad in here? I've told you this before. He's the oracle. When he talks about things, you get these kind of like, it's a little bit like, E.T. in the bedroom where he gets all the balls to float as he shows the solar system. Things like this happen in the studio as he talks about the charts. Everything in the room floats. I mean, you could say it's like a scene from one of those supernatural horror films, where there's poltergeists. I like to think of E.T. That's what I like to think of. Anyway, we've come to the end of the show. So before Brogan does his Oscar-esque outro, I'm going to tell you a few things. I am back tomorrow, Sunday morning. We need to catch up because we lost 4 days last week. So tomorrow there will be a live stream by me again, and also hopefully another video or two.
I can do a simple signal stream.
Yeah, well, that's tomorrow night and Wednesdays. Oh no. Yeah,
well, you normally do it Monday, but if you're streaming, then I can just do Monday. I can do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll work it out. But I'm going to be streaming anyway in the morning. Whether you want to do Simple Signals is fine.
I'll do it tomorrow. Well, Simple Signals will also be tomorrow. So if you want to join us tomorrow,
we will be here. No, we won't be here. We'll be online. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you have never subscribed to us before, we stream every day, Monday to Sunday, especially for the next couple of weeks, at 11 o'clock. And also Simple Signals will be at 7 or 8 or 9, depending on when we can do it. Next Wednesday will be the giveaway. We're going to give away some Maneki. It won't be a lot, maybe $10 of Maneki next Wednesday. And we will give copies, probably about 10 copies of Brogan's Simple Significance, which is an indicator that Brogan has built.
Yep.
Nobody else in the world has this. He has built it. So he's going to give away 10 copies next Wednesday night. I'm going to add it to the calendar event. If you want to take part in both giveaways, you have to watch the Maneki video and follow the instructions. If not, wait until next Wednesday and Brogan will go through it. We're going to do the Crypto Warehouse Wheel of Fortune, will we not?
Yep.
Where we spin the wheel.
Yep.
Now, what tends to happen, for those of you that don't know, is Mary wins all the time, doesn't she? Danny never wins, Mary wins. Tariq never wins, Solo Sky does win occasionally, and Mags always wins. This is just RNG, though. It's not us telling you.
I swear to God, it's not us. It's not. It's the website. It's not us.
I think Mary's won 4 of the last 6 giveaways, or she's been a winner in 4 of the last 6 giveaways. Yep. And again, it's completely random. We do it live, so we don't cheat. It's not like the UEFA Cup draw, the World Cup draw, where they pretend to pick the ball out and it's like England and Italy. Yeah. So England and Italy all the time. So that will be next Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday twice. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week we'll be streaming. So please give us a follow. Help us get to...
Yes.
We're almost at 5,000 followers on a certain red and white platform. I think we're about 30 people away.
Yeah.
So
guys,
thanks.
It'll help us. It'll help us. Help you. Okay, because we give away things. We partner with people. We do giveaways. Pay for things like that. Now, obviously, the bigger we kind of evolve ourselves, the more we can kind of leverage, which means the more we can give them giveaways, which means the more chance you have of getting something bigger. So it kind of is this big old ecosystem of we all kind of do that. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, if you've never experienced this before, this is possibly a life-changing experience. This is the longest outro you've ever seen on a crypto stream. So much so that I've normally packed away by the time he's finished. So, Brogan, can you...
There's some comments. I'm really quickly going to go through. Do you want to do the outro first?
Go on. I've done the outro.
Okay, right, okay. Are you guys in a tax haven? You're English guys in Europe.
Slow down.
Sorry, I'm used to going so fast. She's like, oh, huff, 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 and like, you need to go fast. I understand. We need to end the stream.
Slow the speech down. Say less, but slower.
But I can't say less. Is the comment. Okay. Are you guys in a tax haven? You're English guys in Europe somewhere. Haha.
Who said that?
Curtis Crypto.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Yes. She also said, I'm taking my cat and moving to Gibraltar. Lol. That would be funny. Yeah, I mean, it's nice here. Talking about leverages, I understand. Yeah, it does make it a bit easier here. But, yes. I mean, I just want to quickly update on the comments. Mm-hmm. That's it. I'm going to do the outro now. Okay.
Do the outro.
So, thank you all so much for watching, each and every one of you, for spending an hour and 20 minutes. Obviously, I know the intro is about 10 minutes. An hour and about 20 minutes of us rambling on about all sorts. No. Us. We are collective here. Obviously, I know I had to go a bit fast. I'm sorry. I do apologize to most people. I understand some people watching this. You're not. My accent is thick. I understand. It's me going fast isn't the best thing. So I'm sorry. I do try to be slower, especially on my streams. If you want to catch me in a normal speech of where I normally am, I normally do it on my streams because I kind of do the speed if I want to go. So tomorrow, he'll be streaming in the morning. I'll be streaming in the afternoon. Trading. If you've got any tokens, any charts you want me to cover, I will do it on the stream. And I will go more in depth. Obviously, today I tried to go a bit faster, but still give, good details. But, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. For those of you who donated, some of you guys become members. Thank you so much. But for those, you don't have to pay. I do really appreciate it. A like or a follow, anything like that. It's just, it is more than enough. And what I always normally say is just being here is part and parcel for all we want here. Just to support being here and watching the stream and hopefully enjoying as well. Just enjoying. And I just had a really nice comment then. Don't need to win. I already won. Mary is my prize. That is really nice. Oh. That is really, really nice. You got some brownie points there. Well But thank you all so much for watching. Join us tomorrow, both of us. Monday, you're streaming. We're all streaming. Oh, Wednesday we're doing something, right? In here?
See you later.
Wednesday we're doing something. Yeah. Are we doing something Wednesday here?
Yes, we've already said
Yes, I know. I just want to reiterate it.
We don't need to reiterate
I want to
We're running
reiterate
out of
it.
time.
We don't run out of time. We're here. Right now. What are we late for? Doesn't matter. Wednesday, we're back here as well. Tomorrow, both doing something. Thank you. Goodbye.
Come on, Fitbit.